Oh, I'm so thankful that we got something that's also on real. God is real, it's real as it gets. So real, so real, so real. Welcome to the home. Oh, I'm so thankful that we got something that's also on real. What we got is real. It's real and it's real as it gets. So real, 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 real. So real, 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 real. Welcome to the huddle. Each one teach one. Each one reach one. We all we got. We all we need. If you are that one, then you got to know that you are enough. I say what we got is real as it gets. So real, so real. Good God. Oh, it's so real. I'm so thankful to make it back. I'm so thankful to make it back to my heroes and my sheroes so that we could train to understand our position in it, to make it work for us, to win this here good fight that we fight with all of our might. Want to give a shout out to my executive producer, who just happens to be my wardrobe coordinator. I say, baby, what I'm wearing today? She said, I want you to wear the classic tee, but it ain't so much about the shirt tonight. She said, I want you to wear that brown piece on your head. I say, baby, what that brown represent? She said, well, tonight the brown is going to represent the tree. I want you to teach from a tree perspective, the trunk, not the branches, but the tree trunk. So this one's for you, baby. And tonight we're going to add this, baby. We want to give you a little cheer for being the best wardrobe coordinator and executive producer that this show could ever imagine. So y'all give a hand. You deserve it, baby. Want to give a shout out to the greatest co-host in the whole world, my homegirl. Alexa, tell me something good.
Many Disney characters, including Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, and Goofy, have something in common. Gloves. In addition to making it simpler to animate, gloves also made the characters appear more human.
Alexa, tell me something good.
We all we got. We all we need.
See, hey, it's called AI, but I program. And sometimes, she be arguing before the show. She said, let me do my own thing. So she must have been on something about Disney today, and that was good to her. But that's all right. That's all right. She's free to be who she is, because I know I can depend on her. Alexa, one time.
Good God Almighty, Trab P, you blanking.
And I allow her to be herself. Because in the end, she's in my dojo. And one thing about my dojo that she knows. Alexa, who is the master?
The Honorable Trab P.
Now y'all give a hand for the greatest co-host in the world. God Almighty. Tonight, like every night, we start off with a hero hymn. The hero hymn is the mighty hero spirit within me. The mighty hymn within me. And we know that spirit means breathe. Spirit means breath. Breath is air. Breath is wind. When you take in the mighty wind, the mighty air through your respiratory system, you inhale. As it It travels through your respiratory system and you exhale. And the mighty wind goes past your vocal cords and causes a vibration that we know is sound. When you feel that sound, just as much as you hear that sound, that is when we connect in the hero spirit. Tonight's hero hymn says, I have grown into a better me. I'm growing, baby. I'm better than who I used to be. I have grown into a better me. I'm growing, baby. I'm better than who I used to be. Tonight's word is reflect. One aspect of reflect is to look back on where you come from, to look forward on where you're going. But when you know you're dedicated and you're committed to being better, if I knew then what I know now, the power is knowing what you know now and knowing that you didn't know it then. Because that is the evidence to look in the mirror and say, I have grown into a better me. I'm growing, baby. I'm better than who I used to be. I've been on this journey for 45 years. I had some good times as well as I have shed some tears. I'm getting better and better every day, feeling like I'm moving in the right way. If you feel it just as much as you hear it, fight your fight, hero. Fight your fight, Shiro. Keep on growing. Keep on getting better day by day. Tonight's word is reflect. It's a powerful word, man. On Thursday, I call it Green Room Thursday. I had a conversation with powerful brothers and sisters that sincerely understand where I'm at and what this means to me. I had a powerful green room today. My brother Adrian, my brother Black, my brother Crump, my brother Nate. Adrian say, man, reflection is a powerful word. I say, give it to me, brother. So here we are. Reflect. Alexa, what is the meaning of reflect?
The word reflect can have various meanings. It can be a verb, which means that when something is reflecting, it is bouncing back off of a surface, like light or sound. It can also be a noun, in which case it means a mirror or something that reflects.
It's two parts. God. It could mean when light or sound or heat is bouncing back off of something. It could mean something of a mirror effect where you look at it and see your reflection. It could mean to go in deep thought about the past experiences that you've had that brought you to the moment. There's three aspects. Alexa, what is the meaning of reflector?
A reflector is a person or thing that reflects, like a mirror. Light, heat, and sound can all be reflected from a surface. If you want to know more definitions for reflector, ask me to give you more definitions for reflector. Did that answer your question?
What is you a reflection of?
Sorry, I don't know that.
See, that's artificial intelligence. See, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to me. See, we the real thing. She don't know what she's a reflection of because she ain't real. But me and you, oh, we as real as it get. Oh, I'm so thankful that we got something that's also real. What we got is real. It's real as it gets. We're talking about life. What are you a reflection of? Who's a reflection of you? How often do you reflect on where you come from? How often do you reflect on how much you have grown? Are you a reflector? The questions are often more powerful than the answers. The questions are often more powerful than the answer. One of the things that I've had to put effort to have balance. And I say put effort to have balance because those that care enough for me, around me, to show me where I'm weak and show me where I need balance, they all have told me, Trav, it's a good thing that you try to see the good in others. But everybody ain't good, Trav. I got to find balance with understanding. See, your actions, your words are a reflection of your thoughts. Whatever you thinking that generates a light or energy, when it goes in motion, we call that emotion. When your emotions turn into actions, that is the light, that is the energy, that is the heat that's bouncing out of you. That is what people see. You are a reflection of what you think. So if I think my people are powerful, I think that I am powerful. I think that we are powerful. I say we all we got because we all we need. Wagwan. So I want to see the good in you that I think of myself. See how that works? The good represents the light. Love represents the light. God represents the light. When you have the light, when the eye be single, the body shall be full of light. When you have the light, you become a reflector. When someone looks at you, the light bounces off of you and shines back on them. That is my intentions, like I talked about last week. I want to see the light in others that I desire for others to see the light in me. I am a reflector. I often get told in times, and I'm talking about me, but I'm talking about you. We all going through the same thing, working to survive and to maintain. Ain't nobody above the bullshit. So I'm talking, but I'm a reflection of you, just like you're a reflection of me. I'm the trunk of my tree. I stand as a father. If you stand in the same position, you look at me and you see yourself. We are a reflection of each other. Our lights bounce off of each other to help each other see the way. Do you see how they work? Every hero, the protagonist, the one who is the reflector of light. Alexa, what is the meaning of protagonist?
The protagonist is the leading character of a story, drama, or other literary work.
The leading character of a story. This is hero training. Do you understand that a hero is the one that they can depend on? The leading character, the main character, the trunk of the tree, the one where the stability forms and begins to grow and hold his woman and his children on his shoulders, and they feel secure. And the more and more they feel secure, their development growth is a reflection of me. And anyone who stands in the position with the intentions of being a tree, so as I reflect that light amongst others, we see the way through each other. But as a protagonist, the main character in a story. So your life is a story. Your life is a story great. It's one of the greatest stories ever told. Trust and believe, man. Those that care for you are paying attention to you. As a man who stands as a tree, there's no one that cares for me and pays more attention to me than my woman and my children. His woman and his children will tell his story. But your children and your woman will tell yours. See how they work. Your man and your children will tell yours. See how they work. So in every story, there must be an antagonist. Alexa, what is the meaning of antagonist?
In literature, an antagonist is a character or group that opposes the protagonist, creating conflict and driving the narrative forward. The antagonist may be a physical force, such as a villain in a story, or an internal conflict, such as a character's dilemma. The term antagonist is derived from the Greek word antagonizes, meaning opposer or competitor.
Come on. In this here story of heroism, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about me. We are reflectors of light. Everybody see the glow, but everybody can't handle the glare. The protagonists do not want to reflect or be a reflection of your light. They want to deflect. So every time they come in front of you and your light is projecting to other reflectors as they absorb your light and it bounces off of them, and now we're all projectors reflecting a reflection of love, God, light. The antagonist says, you become a mirror. And we already know how the antagonists, the vampires, the villains, the ones who love the darkness, we know how they feel about light. They can't stand in the light. They can't look in the mirror. So when you are a reflector, you become a mirror. And when people who don't have love, God, light, see you, it reminds them of everything that they're not. So their first reaction is to destroy the reflection. They don't want to see you. They don't want to be around you because you remind them how dark they are. Are you a reflector or a deflector? Oh, man. Ami Toot, you already know. Michael Thomas, you already know. This is hero training tonight, y'all. I'm a reflection of my mother and my father. I'm a reflection of every elder that cared enough to pour their light in me. And now it bounces out of me as a projection. Do you see how it works? Do you understand how it works? When you're traveling at night on a bike or walking, people wear vests with reflectors, meaning when the oncoming light comes off, the reflection of their light will be seen so that you will be visible, so that they could pay enough attention to you to care not to go around you, to harm you or hit you. Are you a reflector? I have grown to be a better me. I'm better than what I used to be. Do you reflect? Do you look back on who you used to be? Same word, different contexts. But they all require thought. Imagination, idea, third eye, memory. All of these words mean the same thing. Close your eyes and tell me, what do you see? What is the reflection of your vision when you are not looking in the darkness? There is a light. Close your eyes and see. There is a light. And I know for a fact that if you close your eyes, you still can see. What is that vision or reflection? See how that works? You are a reflector of that. Alexa, what is the meaning of divinity?
The word divinity is typically defined as the quality or state of being divine, or the divine nature. This can also refer to the office or dignity of a divinity. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for divinity.
Talking about reflection. Alexa, what is the meaning of divine?
Divine can be an adjective, noun, or verb, primarily meaning relating to a god, especially the supreme being. It can also mean to discover or declare something obscure or future by divination.
So your divinity is based off the divine vision you have in your mind. You say you want to live your life. Well, what does it look like? You say you want to be free. Well, what you want to be free from? You've been knocking and knocking and knocking on heaven's door. If it open, ask you what and who you're looking for. What you gonna say? Ha, ha. You are a reflection of your divinity. This is to make you think. The question is way more powerful than the answer. What does your God look like in your mind? What do you see in the perception of divine? That is your divinity. And whatever that light is, whatever that is of what you see, then you are a reflection and a reflector of that light. And I'm going to tell you right now in hero training, the divine image that I see is a greater image of me. So I am a reflection of it. The light that shines within you. Do you see how that works? What are you a reflection of? What do you reflect on? It's a question. It's more powerful. Today I had a green room training, I told you, with my brother Crump and my brother Nate. Two powerful brothers. I met my brother Nate today, and he began to tell me his story. And there's a particular thing that happened when men talk together in a sincere moment. We turn into mirrors to each other. And as I empathize with my brother who's telling his story, I begin to see myself in it and feel where he's coming from. So he told me today, he said, man, one of the things that my daddy taught me, he said to remember something and to make it stick in your mind, whether it be information or something that you need to know, you say it 7 times. And that light hit me when he said that, and I absorbed it like a reflector. I absorbed it. I saw it like he was a mirror. I said, brother, I'm going to use that. They got to go in my toolbox. So a couple of hours later, I go pick my son up from football practice. And I'm thinking about reflection because I always knew that this was my word already. So I'm asking my son, I say, well, since y'all been back practicing in pads and hitting, I say, when you look back on where you started at, do you feel you're much stronger? Do you feel you're much better? He said, yeah. I said, well, how you feel? Do you feel like you're easy to beat? He said, no, I don't feel like I'm easy to beat no more. I said, so you feel like you can dominate? He said, yeah, probably other than one guy. And he named the guy name. I said, well, why you feel like that? Because he good and he good. So I'm talking to him. I say, well, he a child like you a child. I said, and didn't I show you the other week the difference between child strength and grown man strength? I said, yeah. I said, didn't I show you and let you feel what grown man strength was? And I told you to give it all you got. I said, yeah. And I said, when you gave me all you got, I told you if you give everything and everybody all you got like you just gave it to me, then it ain't nobody should be in your era, in your lead, in your age. They can say they gonna do what they want to do with you. You remember that? He said, yeah. See, we reflected on something. I said, well, let me tell you something, son. Just like I ball you up, I ball him up. And if you can hold your own with me, then it shouldn't be no other man or no other young boy your age that you feel can beat you without a good fight. So now brother Nate Light finna project and reflect out of me. I say, so say this mantra with me. To beat me takes a hell of a fight, a mighty fight. I said, that ain't to say you won't lose or you can't lose, But to beat you takes a hell of a fight and a mighty fight. So this hero training for real. I'm talking to my son. So I say it 7 times. I say, to beat me, take a mighty fight and a hell of a fight. To beat me, take a mighty fight and a hell of a fight. To beat me, take a mighty fight and a hell of a fight. To beat me, take a mighty fight and a hell of a fight. To beat me, take a mighty fight and a hell of a fight. So I say, now that you profess that, you will reflect that. And if don't nobody know who you is, and that day come where you have to go head up with him, at the end, whether you win or lose, a question must be asked. Who is that? And I said, you know why they gonna say your name? I said, yeah, I say it. Cause to beat me, take a mighty fight and a hell of a fight. You see how that works? So I became a reflector and a reflection of what Brother Nate taught me today. And I couldn't wait to get to my son to reflect it and shine it upon him. So your children are a reflection of you. See how they work? The apples don't fall too far from the tree. Told you I'm wearing the brown tonight because it represents the tree. At the top of the tree is the branches. The branches produce the fruit. You got tree knowledge. Hero training is about tree knowledge. It's to get to the roots of things. Once you understand the roots of things, you stand firm in your position. See how that works? The branches hang. The branches is where people swing. The branches can become weak. The branches can break. The branches are a reflection of how strong the tree trunk is. I want to give a shout out to my brother Bang, my brother Black, my brother Wu, my brother Mike. I called my brother Black this week. I say, yo, Black, what's up, man? He said, ain't nothing, man, in here with my daughter. I say, man, I ain't want nothing, man. I was just hollering at you. He said, I hit you back. Appreciate that trap. He looking out, man. We're hungry. And I realized, man, at that moment, and I say this with honor, everybody I call, I don't never want nothing. I just be wanting to talk to my fellow heroes. See if they need somebody to listen to. Sometimes I need somebody to listen to me. And I realize how powerful that is, man. And I felt honored to know that I can say, man, when I call my folk, I don't want nothing but to feel how you feel. And it's a genuine moment in brotherhood to know, man, in moments where there's no alternative motives. There's no stairway to anywhere. In that moment, we become lights and reflectors of each other. talk about things as a man that I'm going through. And we become mirrors to each other. We begin to listen to each other and reflect within our own selves to be better. That's what it's all about. Alexa, what is the meaning of training?
A train is a self-propelled vehicle that carries passengers or
Alexa, stop. Alexa, what is the meaning of training?
A train is a form of transport that runs along a track, transporting people or goods.
Right.
It consists of a series of vehicles. Train is also a noun meaning a series of cars moved by a locomotive and used for transportation, usually along a rail track. Train can also be a verb meaning to develop habits or behavior through instruction and discipline.
A verb to develop habits through structure and discipline. Alexa, what is the meaning of training?
Training is the process of teaching someone new skills or enhancing their existing ones. It involves a variety of methods and can be used to develop knowledge, fitness, or discipline. Training can take place in a variety of settings, including educational institutions, workplaces, and sports environments. It is an essential component of any successful project, whether it be a construction project, a software development project, or a medical project. In conclusion, training is a versatile and important process that can help individuals and organizations achieve their goals and improve their performance.
Hero training. And we establish the hero is the protagonist. Alexa, what is the meaning of hero?
A hero is someone who is celebrated for their courage and nobility of character. They are noted for their courageous acts and are seen as exemplary in their society. The term can be used to describe both men and women. A hero will often risk their own safety to protect others or to follow their principles. Some heroes are famous, while others are not recognized widely, but they are all someone's hero.
See what we're doing. You see what we're doing. If you paying me some attention right now or on the replay, if you ain't heard it today, I want to be the first one you will say, I love you, brother. I love your sister. But this is hero training. This is about knowing that we're connected. We all connected. And through our connections, there are those that depend on us. Whether it be our children, whether it be our spouse, whether it be our teammates, whether it be our co-workers. We save one another because we all we got and we all we need. And I just come on here once a week to train, to talk about how it works, to understand our position in it, to be a reflector, to be a reflection. I don't believe in it because I live in it. When you see me, you see it. When I was a child, I played a game called It. If I touched you, then you were it. And none of us really wanted to be it. But if you became it, you became the one who had the power to affect someone else. Hero training, being the protagonist, is knowing that you are it. You are the one. You got it. Oh, I got it, and I know it. Oh, I got it, and I ain't too ashamed to show it. Oh, I got it. Oh, I got it. If you got it, Go ahead and show it. If you got it, may your light bounce off others. May others see the greatness in you. And you be a reflection of something they see in themselves to say that they could be great or just as great, to help you become greater. Real recognize real. Oh, you look so familiar. There's something in you that reminds me of myself. Oh, you seem so familiar. I love the reflection of your light. Alexa, what is the meaning of deflect?
The word deflect is a verb that describes the act of bending or turning aside. It means to swerve from a straight line or true course. This definition encompasses the idea of redirecting something, whether it be a physical object or a concept. The word is often used to describe the act of turning away or avoiding something.
Oh, man. I talk about how this Bruce Leroy worked. Let me drop this for you. The Bruce Leroy glow. The Bruce Leroy glow. From the 1985 movie, The Last Dragon. Bruce Leroy, we all know the movie, but if you don't know the movie, Bruce Leroy was a good kid that was inspired by martial arts. One of the key elements of martial arts is discipline. He was a very well-disciplined young man that carried himself in a respectful, mannerful way. But during that time, just like today, we don't respect. We don't love the truth. We don't respect the truth. So we gave all the respect in the movie to Sho'nuff. Sho'nuff was someone who was in the martial arts. But he had evil intentions behind his discipline. He had a glow that was red. Everybody feared Sho'nuff. But everybody knew Bruce Leroy was a martial artist that could fight. So when Sho'nuff came to terrorize the town, he said, "Where's Bruce Leroy? I heard about Bruce Leroy, and they say he kicked the best kung fu and karate. I'm going to show y'all that y'all hero ain't shit." So he sought out Bruce Leroy and tormented him, bullied him. But Bruce Leroy stood on his discipline that he had learned in his dojo. Never let someone ill intentions project themselves onto you and you become a reflection of someone's ideal and reality that is not a reflection of your own inner light. So Bruce Leroy was humiliated. One of the lessons in life I always say, that a man is as real as his reason. Nothing gives a man more of a reason than a woman. So the truth is the truth. And if you're writing a story, then the story must involve the truth for the truth in the story to have validity. So in the story, the only reason that Bruce Leroy began to say, I got to do something and I got to make a change, I got to fight for what's right, is because he found himself in love with a woman who had been captured and now she was going to be used as some sort of bait. to make Bruce Leroy fight. Now he had a real reason. See what that woman did? See what that woman did? So now Leroy begins to say, well, this show-off guy, man, he's a master. I got to prepare myself for this war. So the teacher that was teaching Bruce Leroy knew that Bruce Leroy still had one step to becoming the true master that he needed to be to defeat the antagonist. See how this worked, y'all. He told him, he said, Bruce Leroy, you must find the master. And Bruce Leroy was looking and wanted to be the master so bad that he wanted to be like Bruce Lee, the greatest one who could make his arms move and catch a bullet. So he thought outside of himself, I got to find the master. And the old man just simply gave him a belt buckle, which was something like a riddle. So on his journey to find the master, he encountered the antagonist, which is Sho'nuff. And Sho'nuff is kicking his ass. And everybody said, come on, Bruce Leroy, we believe in you. And in the midst of getting his ass kicked, he began to reflect on all the teachings, on all the discipline that he'd been taught. He began to reflect on all the things that the masters and the elders have taught him. And through his reflection, he began to realize that he's looked everywhere for the master except for one place. He hadn't looked inside himself. So while Sho'nuff had his head under the water, through his reflection and memories of trying to understand who is the master, to truly understand the riddle that the old man had given him, when he realized that it's within him, and he got to look inside, and when Sho'nuff brought him up and asked him a question, he said, who's the master? He said, I. And when he saw the reflection of himself as the master, he became a reflector of the light, and his glow formed around him. And his music began to come on, and his mojo began to click, and his confidence began to rise, and he became the protagonist, the hero that he was divine to be, and he started kicking Sho'nuff ass. So that's what hero training is really all about. This is why I can ask Alexa. Alexa, who is the master?
The Honorable Trav P.
See how they work. Ask your Alexa and see what she says. See how they work. When you create the color, it become a radius around you. I wrote a song 16 years ago. They say I'm shining, I'm glowing. People ask me all the time how I found my glow. I tell them love yourself and yours too shall show. Gotta look deep down inside and love what you see. That's the only way you're gonna have a glow like me. This big old light of mine, I'm gonna let this thing shine, shine. When your glow becomes to get shining, other projectors, other reflectors will gravitate to your light, to add to yours as you add to theirs. Those that are not of it will deflect, will change their direction, will go the other way, will tell you another day, I saw you in Food Line. Well, why you ain't say nothing? Or you was on the other side and I was getting ready to go. You became a mirror. And the closer they got to you, they began to see a whole lot of what they ain't. See, a lot of people look in the mirror or can't look in the mirror. And if they do look in the mirror and don't like what they see, I told you, they won't wash their face. They will clean the mirror. It got to be the mirror. It can't be me. See how that works? But I love y'all, man. Let your light shine. Let your light shine. We are reflections of each other. Society is a reflection of womanhood. The morality is a reflection of womanhood. Examine the levels of womanhood. Examine the value of virtue. Examine sisterhood. Just examine it. Just reflect on it. Just look at the light that is shining, and you will see the reflection or the reflectors that it carry amongst our society. Babies come out of a woman's vagina. If the general census of the woman vagina has no value, then where do the babies come from? Do you see how they work? If the general census of society and our people in 2024 is that the woman's vagina have no value and our children come from a woman's vagina, then where do the babies come from? And you are a reflection of where you come from. A man and a woman makes love. Love is life. A man and a woman in order makes love to create life. No one makes love. Everybody wants to fuck. And we wonder why the children are fucked up. They are a reflection of our value on sex. See how that light bounced back? Junior, I love your brother-in-law. I'm gonna get out of here, man. And I'm gonna go out singing this again, because I love singing. I have grown into a better me. I'm growing, baby. I'm better than who I used to be. I've been on this journey for 45 years. I had some good times, as well as I have shared some tears. I'm getting better and better every day. Feeling like I'm moving in the right way. It's been a long time coming. I pay my dues, I put that work in, baby. Trying to be a better me than damn deal drove me crazy. But it was worth it, baby, because I'm a better me. I remember when I used to be a younger me, man, if I knew then what I know now. Now I'm as wise as an old owl, feeling young and gifted, just like a soul child. And I feel good to be me. I'm so proud of the man that I have grown to be. I have grown into a better me. I'm growing, baby. I'm better than who I used to be. And all my hooks, all my music, all my hooks, and all my music are created with the intentions of me and you singing them in the mirror. And for that reason, I know when I ask Alexa this. Alexa, what is the most powerful music in the world?
Put Soul by Trav P.
Because it's intended to give you power. Every time you sing my words, every time you profess my thoughts through your spirit and out your mouth, past your vocal cords, that's causing a vibration. The intentions of that is to empower you to understand that you are enough and you are one of the ones. And if you understand that, then you know that me and you make up we, and we all we got. Oh, Lord, we all we need. I love you.